Good morning. My name is Ian Shtulman, and today I'd like to share with you the secret to achieving health. How many of you out there would like to be healthy? Fantastic. Each and every one of you were born with the ability to be healthy, and I'm going to tell you how to unleash that healing potential. But the first thing we have to do is we have to discuss what is health. There's a common misconception out there that health is about how you feel or how you look. That if you feel well and look well, you must be healthy. The problem with that is we know that in every single disease, symptoms are the last thing to show up. For instance, every day in the United States, there are hundreds of thousands of people walking around with heart disease, diabetes, and cancer. Many of them feel perfectly fine or look perfectly fit, but they're slowly dying on the inside. That's not health. We need to realize that health isn't about how you feel, it's about how your body's working. The World Health Organization says that health is a state of optimal physical, mental, and social well-being, not merely the absence of disease. They recognize that health is about how you function, not how you feel. So let's think of health as being on a continuum. At one end of this continuum, you have 100% health. Every part of your body working perfectly with every other part. At the other end, you have sickness, disease, and death. Now, most of us are somewhere in between, and it's important to note that every single decision we make in our life has the ability to move us closer towards health or closer towards sickness, disease, and death. There are 5 key components to achieving health. 4 of them most of us already know: eating healthy, exercising, having a positive mental attitude, and proper sleeping habits. But the 5th is probably the most important, yet least known, and it's the secret to achieving health: a properly functioning nervous system. So your nervous system consists of your brain, your spinal cord, and all of the nerves that branch out to go to all of the organs, muscles, and cells in your body. And the nervous system is the master control system operating billions of processes every single second, which allows your body to self-develop, self-regulate, and self-heal. For instance, how many of you, when you were growing up, you had to consciously think about growing new bone? You don't have to, because your body is self-developing. How many of you have to remind yourself to digest your breakfast, or pump blood throughout your body, or remind yourself when to breathe? You don't have to, because your body is self-regulating. And how many of you, the last time you had a paper cut, you had to stare down at your finger and say, "Heal"? It's silly. You don't have to. Your body is self-healing. And you're able to develop, regulate, and heal automatically through something called innate intelligence. Innate means it's inborn. We were all born with an intelligence that allows our body to work the way it's supposed to. And innate intelligence uses the nervous system as its way of communicating. In fact, it recognized the importance of the nervous system, so it developed bone as a way of protecting it. It developed the skull to protect your brain, and the spine to protect your spinal cord. Now, the spine is pretty amazing. It consists of 24 movable bones, and this allows you to bend forward, extend back, lean to the sides, twist and turn. More importantly, it provides spacing for these yellow things, these nerves, to branch out from the spinal cord and go to all of the organs, muscles, and cells in your body. And the way the body works is the brain sits up top here, sends signals down the spinal cord, out through these nerves, to your heart to tell it when to pump blood, to your stomach to tell it when to digest, to your immune system to tell it when and how to fight off infections. Your spine is the critical component to the proper function of your nervous system and your body. We have a problem now. We live in a stressful world. Physical, chemical, emotional stresses, the way we eat, move, and think, all have an impact on our health. And sometimes stress can overwhelm our body's ability to adapt, and these bones in the spine, these vertebrae, can shift out of position and get stuck. When that happens, it irritates these nerves, causes interference to the signals being sent from the brain out to the body. When that happens, it prevents the proper function of your nervous system. And like we said, function equals health. So if your nervous system isn't working properly, you can't be working properly and you can't be healthy. Chiropractors call that a subluxation. Can everyone say subluxation for me? Subluxation. How many of you have ever been on a cell phone with a bad connection? Yeah, everybody? Imagine if you're trying to get directions, but there's interference, there's static to the line, and you're dropping words. Now, you don't know if you're supposed to be turning left or if you're supposed to be turning right. Is it Northwest 66th Avenue or Northwest 66th Terrace? If the interference is bad enough, you might not know where you're going or how to get there. If it gets really bad, you might drop the call completely. That's exactly what happens in your body when you have a subluxation, a bone out of place causing interference to the nerve. The signals being sent from the brain out to the body have interference and aren't working as well. Like we said, when your nervous system isn't functioning properly, your body isn't functioning properly. And function is health. So with a subluxation, there's no way you can be healthy. I have some good news though. There's one profession out there designed to find and correct subluxations, and that's chiropractic. When you visit a chiropractor, they're going to analyze your spine. Look for these subluxations, and then using a gentle, safe, and specific chiropractic adjustment will remove the subluxation, decrease the interference to your nervous system, and allow you to work the way you're supposed to. When that happens, some amazing things can occur. And I'd like to share with you just what happens when someone's subluxations are decreased and their body is able to heal the way it's supposed to. And this is a testimonial from Bobby, so I think it's best to use his words. I was diagnosed with full-blown progressive multiple sclerosis. I wasn't able to walk and had to use a wheelchair or a cane. I lost feeling and then I had weakness in the entire left side of my body. I suffered with constant fatigue, aching, insomnia, and daily migraines. Between being wheelchair-bound and the daily migraines, I didn't have much of a life. I visited no less than 6 medical doctors who all told me that I was going to have to live with it because there was nothing that they could do. I was up to 12 medications per day, and my doctor said I just had to learn to live with the pain and disability. When you're suffering like I was, you're always looking for something new or something you haven't tried. Well, chiropractic was one of those things. After a year of adjustments, I had no pain at all. No more wheelchair, no more cane. I can even run normally. I now have feeling in my left foot and my hand. I sleep better and I remember things. My cognitive abilities have actually improved. I rarely get migraines at all. I actually have a life now. This year's medical testing was the best ever. My neurosurgeon said that if he didn't do all the tests himself, he would have thought I was misdiagnosed. He couldn't believe I was the same person who rolled into his office a year ago. He was going to report my case to the MS Society because he thought it was so amazing. If anybody's out there, if anybody's going to consider chiropractic care, don't wait. You waste precious time in life if you wait. I know if I would have found my chiropractor earlier, I wouldn't have gone through all the suffering that I did. Chiropractic just makes sense. Believe me, I know it works. Can you imagine living like Bobby? When Bobby went to his chiropractor, the chiropractor found subluxations in his spine. Using a chiropractic adjustment, corrected those subluxations and allowed his body to do exactly what it's supposed to, which is develop, regulate, and heal automatically. Chiropractic's not about the treatment of pain or disease, although it can help with those things. Chiropractic is about restoring balance to the nervous system. Because when you have a nervous system functioning free of interference, you're able to do exactly what you were born to do: develop, regulate, and heal at an optimal level. So my question to you is, what can you achieve through chiropractic care? Thank you.